Hi everybody, welcome to week 7. This week we have 2 more weeks until your final portfolio projects are due. So we'll go over a little bit about what the content that I'm presenting is, what's due next week and what's due the following week, and then we'll call it a semester for this 8-week course. So this week you'll see that there's a guide of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be covering 404 pages and service workers and forced download scripts. So let's go back here. I have videos. This is the value of a 404 page. How to customize a 404 page on most shared hosting. How to customize a 404 page in WordPress. This is because part of your homework is going to be to add a 404 page to your portfolio site. And the reason we do that is it's a talking point. It's an opportunity to show creativity, to brand yourself, and a lot of people don't use them, which is why we're doing it. So the other content here is a download script, which the video will explain below, but it's how you can force download your resume so that the file stays on the user's computer. Next, I have a link of junior developer web jobs that are current, December 2019 in San Diego, and a video that goes over them and basically what to look for. And I do this because I know there's some anxiety between students at this level who are maybe seeing ads that require bachelor's degrees or a certain amount of level of experience. And I'll show you some jobs that you can kind of wiggle around that. So then we go into service workers. Service workers are ways to cache your portfolio so that if the user doesn't have internet or weak internet, you can actually show your portfolio page as well. So there is a video here and an article and a good example of it, which is all covered in the video. So let's talk about our assignments. Week 7 assignments are as follows. You will create your own 404 page. You will finish your blog page or area of updating, and you will choose your domain name. So if you don't have, you might have the domain name already, but basically you're going to send me the link when you submit. So what is the blog page or blog area? Well, let me show you. I'm going to go with portfolio site that I've been showing quite a bit. Excuse me. And the idea is a place that it can be static, it can be dynamic, but we want you to have a place where you can write small articles that people come back to. And this is Frank Benedict. He's got his resume, he's got his blog. So basically he's creating little elements that he can write that have really strong keywords for Google, but also he's trying to brand himself as a certain thing. He's about malware or whatever. Now I do this because when Swift came out for iOS, I was actually teaching mobile development, but I didn't know Swift. I started writing articles on it. Next thing I knew, a lot of work came in for that. I got to do courses for lynda.com and LinkedIn Learning and O'Reilly, and that's because I was blogging about Swift. So the concept is, if you want to brand yourself, you can have articles about it. So that's what your blogs, and like I said, it doesn't have to be in a database. It can be static, but you should have a place where you're blogging your section. So I want to see that area. It can be a separate page or it can be a portion of the home page. So 404 page, blog page, area, domain name. So what is this? Where does this leave us? Because your work page was done this past week. It was due the start of this week. So I'll be looking at that and knowing that that's done. The only thing left would be the about or bio page. So that's more of telling the potential employer who you are. And I'm going to go to the final assignment now. I'm going to put this here for now, but week 8 I'll probably move it to the week 8 folder. So this is our final assignment. This is what's due on December 14th. I have it at 5 p.m. You'll see the syllabus allows you to submit up until December 16th. That's the last time I can take it. December 14th, that would be on time, and then after that I would deduct points. Anyway, aesthetics. Does it have a professional appearance? Are the color and typography choices aesthetically pleasing? Does your design not distract from your goals? You'll see this has a heavy point level because it's so important. It's the first impression that your design makes on a client or an employer. Your work pages, that's what's due this week. Are at least some work elements shown on your homepage? Does your work show sustainable, maintainable code, like the code that was given during the course? What will employers think at first glimpse of your work? So that is the 55 of the 100 points right there. Next, the about page. Are you communicating your goals? And for some of you, the about will be on the home page. And I'll know. You won't get penalized if it's not a separate page. But you should say, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm more into front end than back end. I'm more into back end than front end. I consider myself a full stack. I'm really into React or Angular. Those are the things you want to put in that About section. And this is the blog section we just spoke of. Do you have a place to write blog posts about technologies that most interest you and for which you'd like to get hired? That's that section. And again, it does not have to be stored in a database. Your resume. Does it download? Is it available? Your 404 page. Lastly, which we'll cover next week, is Google Analytics. Are they installed? Now, next week, we'll be covering a couple more technologies and Google Analytics and a little bit of search engine optimization. And that will be the final project assignment, and that's it. All right, so if there are any questions about this, please don't hesitate to reach out. Those are the assignments. Please take a look at what I've put up here. You may choose to use some of these later, like the service worker, but you definitely should have a 404 page, which is why it's assigned. All right, again, hit me up with any questions.